What is going on, Fightful Faithful? Welcome back here again to another interview with myself, Corey Brennan. Today, I am once again joined by a man who I interviewed back, I think, in March of last year, Mr. B Cool. How are you doing today, man?
All right, dude. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. And just this, we'll start off kind of like last. When we did talk, you were about to go into Gaff Party, you were about to wrestle Big Damo, and you said to me at the time, I don't know if you remember, but you thought you could get out of it. You had your own little set of rules for that match, and just wondering just what that was like for you in that setting in the complex.
I I
I
tried
believe
to
it
get
was,
out of it.
yeah.
I tried to get. Was it in the complex? Was it? I think it
I,
was in
I
the
could
Red
be wrong.
Cow.
Yeah,
I
the
think
right.
it was in the Red Cow. Yeah,
Sorry, yeah,
longest match in OTT history.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good match. I was going to say it was a fun match. It wasn't fun when he caught me. Uh, yeah, no, I enjoyed that match. Tried to play a few mind games. Didn't work. The worst part about that was I lost my good flip flops. They're gone. Raging. That's the worst thing. Not getting battered by Big Demo. Lose my flip flops. That was the worst thing. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And what we were talking about at the time a lot was about centered around the draw. And in between that interview and now, a lot went down with draw. In between that interview and Scrappermania, a lot went down with the draw. And not so much what happened at Scrappermania, but in the lead up to, like, do you have any kind of like reaction to how that all played out now, months later?
Uh, at the time, obviously, you know, I was hurt. I was disappointed. Um, yeah, I was hurt and disappointed at the time, but you know, I was given an ultimatum. Sam gave me the ultimatum: give him my title shot, or you're out with a draw, basically. And I went through hell in the OTT local rumble to win that. You know what I mean? I can't. I never had an OTT title shot either, so I couldn't just give it to him. You know, yeah, what happened.
And then we'll just jump into the talk about Scrappermania because it was such an incredible event for you personally and just professionally and all that in between. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the tag match because that was a chaotic affair. It was just, and then it just so much going on at once. But I want to ask you kind of a little bit about what went into your choices for your team on that night, and was there a bit of coaxing that went on in the background to get some teammates?
Oh yeah. There was a there was a lot of coaxing, but no, I knew off the bat who the teammates I wanted. I knew who I wanted. Uh, I've you know I teamed with two of them before, and before COVID, Joe and myself were supposed to team together, and that fell through. Unfortunately, I would have loved that. So it was a good chance, a good opportunity to work a match in OTT with Joe as well, and yeah, bring a bunch of lads that don't really go together, but I thought we went together quite well. I love that match. Pure chaos.
Yeah, chainsaws and everything,
Yeah.
as we said after. But unfortunately, then as we all know now, you did suffer a shoulder injury on that night, but you still got through to the end of the match. You beat Trent Seven. You won the OTT World title. You had that absolutely incredible moment at the National Stadium where everyone just going nuts. What was that like for you in the moment? And could you feel that there was something wrong, or did the adrenaline just push you through?
I it, I was hurt. I felt it, but you finish. You finished the match. I was hurt. The adrenaline did carry me through. My head could have been hanging off. You know what I mean? And I would have been. Yeah, that was such a defining moment for me. To win the OTT World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, who would have thought that 10 years ago? I don't think anyone. So that was a great moment. I did. Yeah, I hurt my shoulder in the match, the tag team match beforehand. That's when I hurt it. I didn't obviously know how serious it was until later on. Then a good bit later on. I think maybe in the back of my head I knew, because I had torn my rotator cuff before. And I think I was just trying to ignore it, enjoy the moment, embrace it, and then it just got too sore to ignore, basically.
Yeah. And obviously, the very next night, aftermath, you did vacate the OTT World title. I imagine that was an absolute horrible night for you. But walk me through kind of what that was like on that night and hearing the fans' response.
Well, I think it was the right thing. I do think I could have held on to the championship and just not defend it. But that's not the right thing to do. I think the OTT title should be on OTT shows. So it was tough. It was difficult. Doing the right thing can be hard, but I had to. I couldn't hold that title hostage, But it got a good reaction in Belfast. One of the fans just shouted, "Use your other arm." I said, it took me 3 months to go, you know what, he's fucking right. I'm still injured, but I'm just going to use my other arm now for now on.
And now, like, you're coming back from the injury now, you're going to enter the local Rumble, you're going to look to do it 2 years in a row. Is there any nerves getting back in the ring, obviously in a Rumble setting, or is it kind of just business as usual?
I'm trying to be confident. I'm trying to be positive about it. When I injured the shoulder, I couldn't go to the gym. It was so bad that I couldn't even like kind of walking. When you do that, I couldn't do like a fast walk even, because when the arm goes back, it was just so sore. So all I was doing in the gym was rehab, and at that it was three exercises I was doing with just one of those elastic bands. Yeah. That's all I was doing. And so when I announced I was coming back, I don't think I'm going in peak condition. When I went into Scrappermania last year, I think that was the best I've ever felt. I had lost a lot of weight, but in a good way. And my cardio was gone. My cardio, man, was really good. Now it's different, and I have to train differently with the shoulder. I'm trying to be smart about how I'm training. I'm going down to the wrestling school, and I'm just trying to approach it in a way I've never approached it training before, and I'm still figuring that out, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention last year, and I haven't mentioned him by name outright. Jay, you and Jay have, like I said this when I interviewed Jay, you and Jay have probably the next best buddy cop movie plot or something going with you two. It's back and forth with you two. At Scrapper, he did the right thing, as a lot of Irish wrestling fans said. What do you think he's going to tussle this year again, or do you think it'll be a bit more?
Well, we're both in the local Rumble.
Yeah.
So I imagine we'll cross our paths there.
Yeah. And I have to say, like, the field this year is just absolutely stacked. Two men who are actually going to wrestle on the night are Luke Jacobs and Donovan Dijak. That got actually announced earlier tonight. They were both, I believe they were both announced for the Rumble already. And I have to ask you, is there anyone in particular you're looking to avoid? Anyone you're looking to, that you would like to lock up with while you're in there?
I'm going to try to avoid everyone and hit lads from behind. That's what I'm going to do. Quick in. If I see someone teetering on the ropes, I'm going to go in, knock them over. I've still, Jay got to pick his entrant number 1. So I'm going to see maybe if I could pick entrant number 30, maybe see how I get on with that. Although I don't know if that's the best number to get. number 30. I do think you need to be in the Rumble for a little bit to get a feel of it. I think when you come out last or late, you're coming out, you're cold. You know, if that, you know, guys in the ring have a bit of they're warmed up. They've been going a bit. You know, I think between maybe 19 to 27 is probably
27's the lucky one after all.
Yeah, I forget what number I was last year when I won it. I think it was in the teens, wasn't it? I
feel like I should know this. Yeah, I feel like I should definitely know this, but I can't pull it from my mind at the moment. But if you do win the Rumble, at the moment anyway, we mentioned it at the start of the interview, so I have to mention them again. Big Damo, do you think another Barry's Rules match might be kind of in the future? Or would it have to be just a normal one-on-one where, again, you try to get out of it, but still win the world title?
See, now I have a bit of an issue with Big Dan. I have a bit of an issue with Big Dan. You know, when I won the world championship, who was in the ring? Who picked me up? Celebrate with me. Damo. Very, very quick, you know, to put me down, and then later on that night, you know, go and take the belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can understand that.
I don't care what kind of match it would be. I just want to go and try and get my world title back. That's all I want to do. And
just to kind of stray away, one event that you did miss while you were out with your injury was the 10th anniversary event where Judgment Day were around and that. Obviously, the lads were at the School of Irish Wrestling for a seminar. I'm wondering, were you in attendance for that seminar or no? No. Would that obviously? Did you get looking at the event? Did you watch the Judgment Day's match with Social Elite, for example?
I did. I went to the show to watch it.
Yeah. And what was your feeling being in the stadium for that? Then I can imagine envy in some ways with being out with the injury.
Well, I was really disappointed because, you know, you'd be devastated. I've been in OTT since day one. I think I've been on more shows than anyone.
Yeah.
You know, even after nearly a year's absence, I think I still have been on more shows than anyone. And, you know, it was a kick. It was a kick. I would have loved to have been on it. The match, though, seeing the Judgment Day, they were apps. It was fantastic to be. It was, you know, to put a positive spin on it. It was good to be at a show as a fan.
Yeah.
It's been a long, long time since I enjoyed a show. The last time I enjoyed a show as a fan, it was when I was living in Saudi Arabia. I went to one of the Crown Jewels show.
Yeah.
So we went to that. So it was good. It was a good chance to experience a Irish wrestling show as a fan. And I tell you what, Social Elite did a hell of a job, an absolute hell of a job. I think those two boys are, probably the best in the country at the moment.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you there. They're absolutely fantastic talents. And with Matt being so new to the sport, even still, like, and then with Max's experience, just phenomenal. But I kind of want to veer away from wrestling a slight bit for a minute. And something that you've kind of been involved with on TikTok and Twitch, you've kind of been leaning into a bit of streaming with Aaron DeLoco.
Yeah.
Just wondering, has that been something that's really helped you out during your time out, just have distraction?
It actually has. It was now I've kind of jumped the queue here a bit on Twitch, on streaming, because I'm useless at games. I don't get it. When it comes to technology, I'm illiterate. I just don't get it. But because I have been doing it a little bit with Aaron DeLoco or Captain Sexy, you know, if you know him from wrestling, I had built up a little bit of a following. So when I logged on one night to do a bit of a stream, I think 60 people in to watch me. So I've jumped the queue. Lads do be streaming for years, you know, they'd be streaming for years, and they don't crack that. So I'm extremely fortunate with that, and the kind of community we have there is great. Like I I have some setup at the moment. Aaron DeLoco hooked me up with a PC. One of the guys who'd watch me stream, he'll give me a ring. He helped me set everything up. Like I just share my screen. He sets everything up for me.
Yeah.
And so it's been good crack. It's been a good creative outlet as well. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. You know, if people enjoy me rage quitting games, you know, I'm going to just keep doing it. It's a good way to spend an afternoon.
Absolutely. And Barry, just one more question before I do let you go. As usual, you've been fantastic. But with OTT, I've seen a couple of WWE talents. Now, you previously have worked with AEW talent, but I do have to ask you, if you could have any WWE talent walk through the doors of OTT for a one-night only appearance to wrestle them, who would it be?
Ever or current roster?
Current. But we'll live it a little bit.
Whoa. Jeez.
Loaded question, I know. But
Wow. I should have asked what the questions were going to be to prepare for this one. I think I'd like to go against someone like Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the hell not? Go big or go home.
Go
You know
on,
what I mean?
go for it. No shame in that for going big or go home.
You know what I mean? I already fought one member of the Shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it there, look. That's it. My ma got me that after the match. It was my ma's only ever come to see me wrestle 2 times. Once was against Scotty, Too Hottie, and Team Mega, so Justy. And Justy gave me the Rikishi stink face. And my ma came up to me after the show. She said, just never ever do that again. I said, I can't promise you that, man. Can't fucking promise you that. And then the next time she comes to see me, it's in that match with John Moxley. And I'm caked in blood. And she came up and she goes, I don't think I could ever come to see you wrestle again. I said, that's fair. A lot of people say that.
That's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. Hopefully in the future, anyway, can't have to manifest it. But just before I do let you go, Barry, do you want to promote anything, any other appearances in wrestling? Do you want to promote your Twitch, your social media?
Hang on now. This is how bad I am with the Twitch. Let me get my Twitch so I know I can see my name on it, my username.
Happens to the best of them, I'd say.
Dirty Barry 44 on Twitch.
There you go.
If anyone wants to drop me a follow on that. A few shows coming up as well. The OTT shows, obviously, but there's an NLW show. I'm not working it, which is a shame. I actually had an NLW title shot before the shoulder. Man, before my shoulder injury,
Barry.
For the first time in my life, I had companies in England reached out to me to book me. I had a company in Belgium reach out to book me. I had an NLW title shot, all gone by the wayside. It was a massive kick. But let's just see when this show is on. I'm not on it, but it's a good local wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
You know, obviously a lot of the lads who are up and coming on it, or you see guys like Tucker is going to be on it. Maxer, I think the match between Maxer and LJ is going to be on it, so that's going to be good.
Fantastic.
16th of February in Naas.
Yeah.
You might be around for that.
I might have to.
You're gone mute.
Have I? Jez, have I?
Is that on me or?
I think it might be on your end, man.
I can't hear you, dude.
Was about
here. See what I mean? Technology illiterate. I fucking muted the monitor there. See that? Brilliant. I told you.
There you go, guys. You see it in person. You know he's not lying to you about being technology illiterate. But guys, definitely check out NLW. Like Barry said, they're an absolute fantastic promotion. A lot of staples of the Irish scene, young talent in the Irish scene. The OTT local rumble is coming up. I think it's sold out actually at this point, or it's standing room only.
Nearly there. Nearly there. Yeah. I'm actually going to stream. I'm going to try and stream on my Twitch the last year's local rumble. Now I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but it'll be next week. supposed to be going over to England tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to happen with this poxy storm.
Yeah, I was going to say. But yeah, Barry, again, thank you so much for sitting down with me again. Just like last time, you've been an absolute legend.
Anytime, dude, anytime.
And yeah, guys, like I said, guys, make sure to go follow Barry. Make sure to follow him on Twitch, on Twitter, on social media. He's a great lad, great Irish talent, and you laugh your arse off at him all the time. With him,
not at me.
With him should be what I said earlier. But, yeah, guys, if you're new to Fightful, make sure to like, subscribe, come back for the next one. Try and do as many interviews as I can this year with Irish talent, UK talent. Make sure to come back for more, and see you all in the next one.
Cheers.